So, this is the week 4 lab, where we had to convert the green eggs and ham poem into first a string and then a list, and then count how many times each word occurs. So, I started with copying and pasting the poem into the cell. I used the variable green eggs to represent the poem. To convert it from like the text document to the string, I used the 3 quotation marks at the beginning and end of the poem. And just to double check that it did in fact turn into a string, I ran the class type function and it did in fact come back as a string. And then to convert it into a list, I made a new variable, ham, equals list, the original green eggs variable dot split, in order to separate each word from the rest. The only thing I couldn't get from here was separating the punctuation from the words. I think because there's not a space in between that it counts as like one item. I did try running another like little program to get rid of the punctuation or like at least split it from the words, but I couldn't really get it to work. But I'll keep trying it. Maybe I can figure something out with that. But moving on into getting the count of each word, I think it's a little skewed because of that punctuation, but I was able to run a program with that. So I created the variable counts that was empty, and then the for loop, I did the for item in ham, the list version of the poem. If the item is not in counts, then create a new item essentially. Or else, if it is, then you add to it, and then printed it off. So essentially, it's creating a dictionary that if the item hasn't occurred yet, it'll create a new item using the if statement, and if it's already in the dictionary, it'll add one to the count. So I got all the numbers. Like I said, I think it's a little skewed because of the punctuation, but I'll keep trying to troubleshoot that. But that was about it. Thank you.